go.
Hi. Hey. Welcome to Zone Wars Sunday night. I'm Carrie. That's Jarrod.
She was late.
Nuh-uh.
Nuh-uh.
You were.
I was. Yeah, I was down here warming up, and I'm like, woman, get your booty down here. We gotta go. Yep. She's up there. God knows what. What were you doing up there?
I was getting ready.
Mm-hmm.
I was playing Tetris.
Yeah, that's what it was. She was playing Tetris. On the PS.
It was hard to come down in the basement today because it's light outside.
I know, it's nice out.
Yeah, we had
Nice and light.
what do you call it? What's the time
Daylight
thing?
savings time
that.
started today.
It did.
So I lost an hour of sleep, and I didn't sleep enough anyway, so I lost 3 hours of sleep. I probably got about 5.5, almost 6, but
Bet.
whatever.
Bet.
Bet?
Yeah, that's what the teenagers say now.
Oh,
Bet.
well, that's right. We're trying to be cool, aren't we? It was so cringe how much sleep I didn't get. It was just cringe.
I can't come back with it. You made me nervous. I have to just do it and not think about it. Once I think about it, I'm like,
Yeah. So cringe. Thank God I'm not a boomer.
Totes.
Totes, man. It was totes cringe that the sleep I didn't get was boomery.
Right.
Bet.
Bet.
Yeah. Super cringe.
Yeah. My daughter was saying the bet to me and I'm like, what are you doing?
It's not that deep.
It's not that deep, Mom.
It's not that deep.
It's not that deep.
Yeah.
Good Lord. Well, anyway, we're here, even though it's light outside.
Yep.
And ready to throw down for Tone Wars. Dean Harkness started everybody off with the super chat.
Oh, wow. Thanks, man.
Thank you, Dean. He says, feel free to warm up first. Arnold is not impressed. He is Mr. Scary. This is for the new names and old school.
For the new names and old school.
Yes.
I will warm up first, sir, and then I will get back with the
The Arnold impression.
Yes, I'll get back with Donald very soon.
Tony says, good day.
Good day, Tony.
Flux, I got a used Egnator Armageddon 120 head, and it's got a blow. I have the hiccups.
Perfect timing.
And it's got a blown fuse on one tube pair, so I'm waiting on full power, but it sounds really good using only 2 power tubes in 60 watt mode.
Oh, nice, man. Very nice.
Tyler James, what's up?
Hey, what's up, man?
Hyperbull Kid, hey Carrie and Jared, I just joined that new Facebook group started by Sonic Drive Studios and Kyle Bull, etc. to counter the very toxic Chug Life and Heavy Metal Amps and Pedals group.
Me too. I'm a mod in there. So John invited me to go in there. So I'm glad. I'm super glad that I'm in there. Yeah.
So no bullying in this group.
Yeah. Well, the thing is these groups. And I mentioned it in today's video and today's wrestling responses. These groups are just. I'm not saying everybody in there, but all it takes is a handful of douchebags. You know. To try to be like, oh, I know more than you, and what you said isn't right, and I'm always like, did you try it? No. Oh. You know, like, why are you talking right now, you know?
Why are you talking?
Why are you talking? You should not be able to talk right now because you haven't tried it, you know? And all these naysayers and stuff like that. So I addressed some of that in today's video, and I'm glad, man, because, man, and you guys got like the G-rated version of it. So sometimes when I go on rants, I literally have to spew all the venom first, and then I do my, you know how I am. Otherwise, I will freaking melt my camera lens. Then I get to give the nice version on camera. But whatever I said, multiply it times 800 trillion, and that's what I really wanted to say.
Steve-O is with us. Great
Steve-O.
video shooting the Badlander out with the stealth.
Thanks, man. Good to see you. Yeah, I mean, I was surprised. I really was. I came down here, and as I always do, I sound check them and make sure that they're volume matched. And I'm switching back and forth, and I'm like, dude, like, this is interesting. And I played them both in a mix just to make sure that they were level. And I was seriously shocked at how much the Badlander kept up with the Stealth in many ways. I mean, I seriously was like, it was just weird because, like, you know how I am with the Stealth. I freaking loved it, and I still love the amp. It's amazing, but I'm used to the Badlander just getting spanked by it, and it was just such an odd thing going through that. And I went through it on camera. The whole time I'm playing it, I'm like in total disbelief. I'm like, this can't be happening right now. And in between takes, I was checking, and I'm like, nope, I'm on the right switch for the Badlander. I'm like, this is weird. So yeah, I mean, it really does. That mod is for real. And I've been talking to him, and we're gonna work together on doing some more videos, and he's gonna send me up some mods so that I can try a dual rec, and I'm gonna try a Marshall and maybe a Friedman with it, and just just for fun, like, well, let's see what we can do, So I can't wait to do that. I might even, if I can, I don't know if it's gonna work or not, but I asked him about the Iconic. Because Channel 1 on the Iconic's amazing, but wouldn't it be nice if I could kick it into another gear? That would be awesome. My glasses are all foggy.
YouTube full of hot air.
Well, I opened up the pot roast, and all this steam came up, and it was like, oh, that's not clean steam. It's all butter, and yeah, I'm not wearing my glasses tonight.
Vince Salutari is here.
Hey, what's up, Vince?
Let the shredding begin.
Yes, let
Tyler
it commence.
James says, I'm thinking of grabbing 50-watt Stealth instead of the Astro now. What do you guys think?
Ooh, that is a good question.
I think you should do it.
Well, you think you should?
You said you guys. So you guys
she's
think?
just throwing it out there. I think that's a tough one because the Astro,
So tough.
the Astro sounds
I have
amazing.
to really think about that one.
Yeah.
We'll have to
This is a good one.
roll that one around
Well,
the empty
Astro,
cupboard.
the Astro has 3 channels, just like the Stealth. I think you also get with the IRs and all the DI stuff with it. I don't know, man. That's a tough one because the Stealth 50 watts also a really good amp. So depends on what you want, what your budget is,
Brexel is here.
Hey, what's up, man?
Braxel says, I managed to get one of the last R2R electric vintage wah-wahs to be made today on Reverb. Chris that makes said it is hard to get the parts, old vintage part. There's only 200 of them made.
Oh, wow. Good for you, man. It's hard to find that stuff, isn't it?
50 is here. He says, hey, I love to watch your content. Jarrod, please get your hands on more Diesel's VH4. Greetings from Germany.
Oh, what's up, man? I will try. I think that new Diesel that's coming out, I'll see if I can get my hands on that. They're hard to come by here in the States, It's not often that you see a Diesel in the wild here. So I'm lucky I got the Herbert that I have, but they are hard to find here. Whenever somebody in the States gets one, it's almost like somebody found a unicorn. So I'll do my best, though.
Braxel says, R2R Electric makes pedals out of NOS vintage parts or parts found in old equipment from the time period. Some of these pedals were made, like treble boosters and fuzz, wah-wah old vintage pedals.
Yeah, that's cool. Some of the Fortin stuff is like that, too. I think with his amps, he uses new old stock or whatever, which is interesting. So, yeah, it's kind of a thing.
Riff Rafe is here. Hey.
Hey, what's happening, man?
What's happening, man? What's happening, man?
What's happening, man?
We are caught up. We said hello to everybody.
What'd it be like?
You can play now.
I can play?
Commence your playing.
Commence my playings of the noises.
50 said, put that mod in your Herbert. It'll blow the Badlander back to Gibson.
I wonder if it'll take that mod. Yeah, I'm going to go on his website and see what amps that mod could be used in. And then I'll start doing this. I'll do a series on it. And I'm keeping the mod that's in the Badlander because after putting that thing together and dealing with the screws and all the stuff, I'm kind of done. That thing's a pain in the ass to take apart and put together. Not the mod, but the amp shell because it's a rack. Ugh, I don't ever want to deal with that again. But
Jay Croft just joined us. What's up, playa?
Mr. J.
I don't even think I remember what he looks like anymore.
I know. We haven't seen Jay in a while. Like,
yeah,
face
he
to
don't
face.
want to be our friend.
Yeah.
He don't want to see your face.
He don't want to see you. Oh, he sees my face every time I call.
I know.
He's got some goofy picture of me on his phone, and he screenshots it. He's like, "This is what I'm looking at right now."
I hope
like,
you have the screenshot of me doing the no to Jarrod. You gotta go to that video and screenshot me going.
What you talking about, Willis?
That would be funny.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, but we haven't seen him in a minute.
Yeah, it's been a minute.
Like a year.
We got to hang and stuff. All right, let me do something here. Let me turn off the mics. Give me a second here, and I'm playing the badass Mr. Scary thingies tonight. The captures. These came out really good. 1 second.
we're back.
And we back. Yeah, man. Fun to play. Super fun to play. I remember doing my last batch of Badlander captures, and I was like, well, they sound like the amp. I mean, it is what it is. And I was like, well, people like the Badlander. I'll put the captures out there, and they sounded very much like the amp did in its current state, and these sound way better. The feel is better, the fullness is there, and man, they just sound incredible. Really, really like these.
You turn the fan on.
Yeah, it's not facing you though, but I'll fix it.
Monkey Wrench, how are you, man?
Hey, what's happening?
Mr. Scary, I thought was George Lynch from Dawkins. It looks like Carrie wants to fire you. So which distortion pedal would you use with the Stealth EL34 and 606? Would you use a different distortion? You're fired.
I guess I'm fired. So yeah, the Mr. Scary is, George Lynch did have something to do with this mod. And what was the other question? Which overdrive?
Distortion pedal would you use with the Stealth EL34 and the 6L6? Would you use a different distortion?
I would use the odd box with both of those amps. As far as if you're talking overdrives, I would use the odd box. Yep.
Flux, Jared, what do you think about trying the Mr. Scary and the Iconic? It could be an interesting add-on.
Yeah, I mentioned that earlier. I reached out to them guys, and yes, I asked him if I'm checking to see if he responded yet. He's really good about responding and stuff. So let's see here. He said, yeah, that would be interesting for sure since it loses some tubes. Not sure if there's a schematic around the net somewhere on that one, but you can always put it in and try. In most circuits, it will be the second to last tube that uses the mod right before the phase inverter. Okay, so yeah, that was his answer. And the nice thing with this mod is what David was telling me is he said even if it's not compatible.
Frozen.
It shouldn't be.
There we are.
Yeah.
I just moved.
Oh. Yeah, the nice thing about this mod that David was saying is that even if it's not compatible with an amp, it won't hurt anything if you install it. It just won't work right with it or whatever. So that's kind of cool. So you could put it in and not risk like, oh, is this going to damage my amp? It just won't work, but it won't hurt anything. So it's kind of nice. You could take a chance and see if it'll work for you.
You upgraded your modem this week, didn't you?
Yep.
You're welcome.
Yep. Yeah,
I
upgraded.
finally did it. We shouldn't be frozen at all anymore.
I upgraded my modem. I freaking got a new phone. What else did I do this week? Oh, I was supposed to get a new control panel for my grill, for my smoker, and I didn't, and it died on me last night.
Now you're out in the cold.
So now I'm crock potting instead of smoking today. So fun.
J-Dubs is here. He says, thank you for building the QC pack so I don't have to run a modded Badlander and capture it myself.
You're welcome, man. You are welcome.
Fox loves that you're playing the Quad Cortex tonight.
Me too.
Braxel says, I'm not trying to say anything bad, but that Jake V amp on the shelf looks small compared to the others around it.
Oh yeah, it's a little 20 watter. Yep.
Tom Green is here.
What's happening, man?
Braxel says, Carrie, when are you going to sing us another song?
Sing me a song.
He said, thanks for moderating the chat. You really do a great job. Keep track and not missing any chats.
She does.
Really appreciated.
She does a great job, and I have to publicly thank you for that because it's a lot. It's a lot keeping track of that, and it's one of those things where it seems easy, but sitting in her chair and doing that is a lot of work.
It's fine.
Well,
I enjoy it.
She does, but
Most nights.
Yeah.
There's some nights I want to go for a walk in the sun.
Yeah, like tonight. Yeah, but she does a great job with it, and it is a lot of work. Even though it looks like it's fun and easy, there's a lot of filtering you got to do. And
I have a great filter.
Yeah. And
I filter him right out.
And she barely knows how to read, so it's amazing. We have to go over the hooked on phonics stuff before every live stream. Like, okay.
Yeah.
A does
There's
what?
a couple of you that put me through the paces for sure.
Oh, dude, you should try reading
Is it
comments.
Flux, and Braxel? Those are the two that.
The long ones,
Yeah.
yeah. You guys should try reading my comments in the viewer comments
Yeah.
videos, because a lot of it's broken English. So
Oh, yeah.
so I'm trying to like, okay, and then I'm literally like,
You're translating in your head.
you guys probably don't see it, but I'm editing it together, and I just stay really still so that I can do cuts, and you don't even know I'm, because a lot of it's just broken English, or I don't know how to read it, and I put the wrong emphasis on the wrong syllable, you know, because I don't know what they're, you know, and it the way they write things sometimes, it just doesn't make any sense. So I'll literally have to, okay, I got to paraphrase this, because I just don't, you know, it's strange, you know.
Yeah.
That's the way it
But
is.
to answer your first question, maybe next week I could sing.
Yeah, you
Maybe
should.
Next Sunday. Yeah, the
Yep.
next week or two, I'll sing another song.
Yep.
And thank you. I do appreciate the acknowledgement. Helm of the Anti-Lemon is with us.
Hey,
He says, hey guys.
long name.
Helm of the Anti-Lemon. When I went to Motor City Guitar, one of the staff told me that my solid state valve state 8100 Marshall had one tube in there, to my surprise. How do I know when it needs to be replaced?
Oh, it'll start acting up. I mean, typically it'll just sound funny. You'll plug into it one day and you'll be like, man, this thing feels weird and sounds kind of strange. And you'll know. I mean, something will be off about your amp. Sometimes they just go, you know, and it's obvious. But, yep, fresh tubes always help, especially when you're going from old ones to fresh ones, you know.
Tony Krozik says, been loving the new Engel Founders Edition 6L6 model this week.
Lucky.
Sounds massive. Had
Lucky.
to sell an amp to get it, and it ain't cheap.
Yeah, that was not a cheap amp, but congrats, dude. I'm happy for you. That's an amazing amplifier. I'm trying out new picks tonight. I'm going to do an episode on picks pretty soon. These are Rombo picks, and boy, are these interesting. Look at that design. Isn't that weird?
It's so black.
It's so black. And look at this one with the waves in
Oh,
it.
God, it's black.
No, these are nice picks, though. I really like this one. It's beveled.
That's the blackest.
Yeah. Super. Look at the beveled edges, though.
So bevelly. Super bevelly.
Shush.
Oh, you got a holy one over there?
Yeah, these are made out of nuts.
It's a nutty one.
Yeah, these are literally.
It's got a big hole in it.
Yep, these are made out of nuts. Isn't that
Is
crazy?
this a pistachio nut? Because it's green.
I don't know. Some kind of nut.
That one must be a coconut because it's white.
I don't know. But they are made out of nuts. Crazy, huh? Yep.
If there's not a flesh-colored one over there.
It's made out of an ear.
An ear. That's what I was going for. It was an ear, for sure.
It was totally an ear.
Flux says, nice playing, Jared. Those
Thank you.
captures cut right through perfectly.
Thanks, man. Appreciate that. Yeah, they sound good. I am digging them.
Jim Simmons, Jared, did you see the new Line 6 Pod Express? I think it should have an editor and be able to load IRs.
Yes, I did see that. I've seen a lot of videos on it, and I think an editor is coming, and it would be nice if it loaded IRs. That would be great. I don't think that's asking too much either. You know, it's a small unit, and there's a lot of IR units that are even smaller than that, so I don't see why it wouldn't be able to facilitate that.
Riff Wraith says, any plans to make a Tonex capture of this amp with the mod?
Absolutely. It's coming. Thank you for asking.
He said it sounds awesome, by the way.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I will do that. I appreciate you asking. Tonex captures take 8 hours. Sorry. Tonex, so in order for me to do a Tonex pack, it's about an 8 to 10 hour day. And I just haven't had time to do it. But I will do it this week for sure, because I want to get that done.
Tom Crean, he says, vacation last week. I went to Texas and ended up trading one of my Les Pauls for a Martin D18.
Ooh.
That's been my elusive holy grail acoustic for a very long time. 2022 Les Paul for the 2022 D18.
Nice, man. Congrats. Isn't it nice when you finally capture your unicorn and you get to keep it?
Visatrucci says, Jared, you killed me in your last video with the reference to ancient Egyptian pyramid dust, or whatever it was regarding the know-it-all forum guys. I was rolling.
I'm glad that my sarcastic, bombastic way of explaining things sometimes cracks people up.
It does. That's why the show works.
Appreciate that, dude. Seriously, thank you.
Tony Kralzik, I'm wondering how Mr. Scary Mod would sound in your PRS MT-15.
Ooh.
Ooh.
That would be nice.
Braxel,
yeah, I'll have
you
to
don't
see.
have to apologize at all. That's what I'm here for. Chat on. Don't worry about it.
For what?
He said, sorry, I get long-winded on my chats.
Oh, no, not at all.
No worries at all.
Nope, not at all.
I think it was Flux and who's the other one?
JB50 watt.
JB50 watt with all the technical numbers and letters and beep bop boops.
Yeah, it's challenging to read that stuff. It's like when you talk to actors about when they're like doing a medical role, they're like, I'm saying things that I don't even know what they are, but I have to be all convincing and stuff. You know?
You would think after this many years doing it that I would kind of know what it is, and I still don't.
Nope.
I still don't know. I just read it.
Yep, she just reads it.
Like, what's his name?
Oh,
Does that mean we got the...
I don't. Oh, we're yellow.
Uh-oh.
There, it's back to green. I don't know what's going on because, like, I'm serious. I got a new modem, so whatever. So yeah, as far as the clean channel, I actually demoed that in the initial video I did with the mod. So if you watch that, you can hear for yourself what it does. So what it does is it does add some dirt to the clean channel. So just roll off your volume on your guitar and it sounds fine. So what?
I'm just reading J-Dub's message. He says, I'm going to be cremated when I pass and have the ashes made into picks to be sold at a premium price. Then the money will be left to my heirs. When he dies, I'm going to make a diamond or something out of him. I'm going to make a jewel.
A jewel.
Maybe guitar picks would be a better choice.
It'll be a lump of coal.
Yeah.
That's what it'll be.
Yep.
That's a good idea, man.
Make a jewel out of you.
Yep. If coal's a jewel, I think that would be fine.
Chris Gonzalez says, hi, I have a question. I got an EVH 5153 EL34. What's a good boost for the amp in your opinion?
So the EVH amps are pretty sculpted. So they're pretty, not overly sculpted like the Badlanders are, but they're pretty tight and aggressive. I would get something like the Odd Box for that because it's not so trimming of the low end. It might actually introduce a little bit, but it still pushes the amp and makes it feel really great. And it pretty much maintains your tone as well. You won't be able to tell audibly that it's on, but you'll tell with your hands. Your hands will feel the reaction and you'll be like, wow, this feels great. So yeah, I would suggest the Odd Box with that. And did you get the what is it, the C137 mod done on the Blue channel? I'm just curious if you got that done, because if you haven't, I would definitely recommend getting that done because it's going to make the Blue channel sound and feel way better.
Let's see. Snakebite says, I'm just an old basement player. Enjoy just straight up cabin dials.
Hey man, that's the simplest way to do it, and there's a lot of truth in that. It's easy and it keeps things simple.
Brexel wants to know if the internet is skipping.
It was for a minute there. We're back to green, so we should be good. It might do a couple little things today, but I got a new modem and I don't understand. Maybe I think I gotta get a booster.
Swampy woods.
Yeah,
so.
I might have to get a booster or something. I'll call AT&T tomorrow and see what I got to do.
We'll check back in 6 months.
Yep.
See where you're at.
Exactly.
Your list for tomorrow is like this long.
I know. And then you're going to be here for practice at what, 5? Mm-hmm. And I got a list.
I do.
Great. My whole day tomorrow is nothing but lists. This is his.
Yes, you better bunch that list till Tuesday.
Mm-hmm.
Tony Battelle is here. He says, hey man,
Hey, what's happening?
how do you compare Mr. Scary mod versus Badlander without the mod and your best boost pedal?
Oh, great question. So I did a video a while back with the Badlander paired with the Odd Box, which in my opinion is the best boost for that amp because it adds that fullness to it, you know, and it doesn't overly sculpt an already overly sculpted amp. So I did that, and I also did a video where I put an EQ in the loop, and it was like, all right, it's better, but it's still missing some stuff, you know? And the problem with that amp is the gain structure as well. The gain structure is just very minimal and very, very overly sculpted, and there's not a lot of fullness there and saturation. It's very dry. So if I put that amp with a boost in front of it, an odd box in front of it, and an EQ in the loop, to up to another version of that amp with just a mod in there, I would pick the mod. I honestly would. There's a lot of people that would play the Badlander with the mod, and they'd dial it in with the right settings, and they would probably go, I don't need a boost anymore. And it's not just because of the gain that it gives it, it's the gain structure that it has and the other things that are in that mod. It's not just a gain mod. There's other things in there that I can't really describe right now because I read about it. He sent me all the information earlier, David did. And but there's a lot of things in there besides gain that's going on. And it just makes the amp way more responsive, sound better, fuller, tighter, and more aggressive. And then of course you get the gain stage as well. So there's a pretty big thing that's happening there, and a lot of stuff involved with that. So yeah, I would easily take the mod over the just foregoing it and getting a boost pedal or an EQ in the loop, or both.
Chris Gonzalez, thanks for the super chat.
Oh, thank you.
He says, thank you for your input and your opinion. He says, no, I haven't clipped the C137 mod.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that, and you're welcome. Do that mod. I'm telling you, dude, do that mod, and you're going to love the blue channel. The blue channel right now is really loose, right? It's really goopy and loose. But if you clip that thing, that circuit, it is amazing what happens to the blue channel. And I've played both. I've played it without the mod, and I played it with the mod. And with the mod, it sounds incredible. And most guitar or amp techs will do it really quick for you. They just snip it. It's just a C137 circuit, snip it, and it's done. And yep, it's amazing.
Kelly James says, if you absolutely had to, would you choose your Stealth or the new kid on the block, the Astro, disregarding the wattage difference?
Oh, the Stealth 50 though, right? I think that's what he was asking earlier.
I mean, you can put whatever you want in there. He says disregard the wattage.
I'll disregard the wattage. I think the Stealth 100 is one of the most, just freaking amazing amps out there. It's so aggressive and nasty. I would probably pick the Stealth 100 over the Astro, but if you're talking about the 50 watt, as you were asking earlier, I know I'm supposed to disregard that, but the Astro 20 with all the features sounds amazing, and you got the 3 channels, and you can dial in channel 2 and 3 however you want by leaving channel 1 clean. That's a tough one. It really is, because if I remember, the Stealth 50, the blue channel barely got it for me, and the red channel was really aggressive. So yeah, I'd have to put them up against each other to give you a definitive answer, but right now I'm probably leaning towards the barely towards the Astro between the 50, but with the 100, I'd stick with the 100.
CS says, late to the party, evening all. Hi,
hey,
CS.
What's happening, Chris?
Braxel, I'm so curious. Can you do a studio tour of the room you're in? It's hard to tell how big that really is. We're in the bathroom. You don't want to see
we're in the bathroom. The toities back there. So yeah, I've done a studio tour, but it's been a while. Maybe I'll have to come down here with my phone and just kind of, I'll have to clean up a little bit before I do that, because look at the spaghetti wires here.
Spaghetti mess.
I got some major spaghetti here, but yeah, I could probably do that.
I'm Yanni all of a sudden. Behind the Woodshed is here.
Hey, what's up, Dave?
Tom Kareen, I want to purchase the Mr. Scary Badlander pack for the QC. Do I need to fill in for being your friend again, or if I'm all ready, can I skip that step and go, oop, I almost reported him.
By accident.
Get out of there.
By accident.
Can I skip that step and go right to purchase?
let's see here. Oh yeah, if we're already friends in the cloud, all you have to do is purchase them, and then just there's a form that'll ask you what your cloud name is, and just put that in there, and then you're set. Once we're friends in the cloud, you don't have to do all that again. You just have to tell me what your name is so I can find you in the cloud and then send them to you. So yeah, I appreciate it, man. I'll send them over to you tonight. No problem.
George Perez, he says, hey man, great channel and videos. Are you running the Badlander with 6L6s with the mod? I run mine with the Boogie 5 Bandy Q pedal and 6L6s, and it rips. Thanks a lot.
Thank you very much. Glad you liked the channel, and great question. I am running the 6L6 version. Yep, and I think that made a difference. But I can assure you, I mean, and I'm sure you're right, like it rips a lot better with what you got going on, and I totally agree. But if you put the mod in there, you're going to be like, I don't know if I could ever play this amp without it now. I mean, it's so good that you're like, I can't take this out now. It's just too good. It's amazing what something like that'll do, and then you're all this time, you know what I mean? You probably had stuff like that in your life too, where you're like, how did I get by without this? You know?
Like a heated steering wheel.
Like a heated steering wheel. Yeah. I remember when you bought your truck, you're like, I don't need all that stuff. And 2 weeks later, you're all like, dude, this heated steering wheel's nice.
I borrowed my dad's car when mine was getting fixed a couple weeks ago, and he does not have heated seats or a heated steering wheel. It wasn't a hoopty.
Your dad's old truck? His old
that was a long time ago.
Yeah, I was going to say, I thought it was that one.
I meant the Equinox.
Oh,
so it's kind of like on the outside, it looks like a, standard nice vehicle, whatever. But yeah, it did not have any of the bells and whistles inside. And I was... In Michigan, it's cold.
I know.
My hands were freezing. And
when you're driving his hoopty, that was funny.
Yeah, it was. It was an S10.
Yeah.
Is that what it was? A little S10?
With the little box on the back.
Yeah.
She pulls in the driveway and things out there sputtering. I'm like, what the hell is that?
Hey, it worked.
It got you here.
Me when I needed
it
to
got
go.
you here. And it was kind of funny, though, because I just can't picture you driving a little old man hoopty truck around, but whatever.
You stepped on the gas, and the car was like, maybe.
Yeah. Yep. Maybe. That thing was funny, man. The old hoopty.
Yes. I am definitely spoiled now with the heated seats. And
yes, you is.
And the backup camera.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I don't know. It's like a backup camera.
Turn my head now?
Yeah. Yeah, it really is. That mod's kind of like having a backup camera, heated steering wheel, and sensors on your car,
Oh, I hate the sensors.
They don't bother me.
Stupid sensors. And I also hate, he has this thing turned on where if you get too close to the car, like it senses the car in front, and then his car slows down.
Yeah.
And I'm like, why are we slowing down? Like, go.
It's kind of nice, though, if you're not paying attention, I pay attention. I'm just saying, just in case. If you took your eyes off the road and like your car slowed down, you're like, because you can literally follow somebody on an off ramp and it'll slow down right behind them. It's crazy. That's how my car is.
But if you are a goal-oriented person like me, trying to get from point A to point B,
she is
needing to get over and go faster.
Yeah, you met your twin today in front of us earlier.
That was terrible.
That was your twin.
Varsatchuchi says, hey Jarrod, have you ever tried the Rev Tilt Boost? I would think with that Tilt EQ, you'd get really great results with it, as in my experience, it just loves every amp pedal it goes into.
Yes, I tried it briefly at the store when the guys from Rev came and hung out at Motor City for a day. I went in there and I just tried it briefly, but I haven't taken it home to do anything with it. But I wouldn't mind trying it, though. That would be kind of nice. I met Sean Tubbs that day. He was at the store, too. And, yeah, it was kind of cool meeting him and talking to him for a while. He used to tour with, or he probably still does, so with Carrie Underwood. He's a guitar player.
Nice.
Yeah, so really cool guy, though.
Who?
Sean Tubbs, guitar player. This guy can freaking play. I was like, holy shit. We're just, three dudes, me and Derek and him, were just hanging out, and Sean just picked up the guitar and he just started noodling around, and I'm just like, oh my God, I don't even want to play in front of this guy. I mean, that guy's incredible. Seriously, freaking incredible guitar player.
Yeah.
You know, because you hear like, oh,
That's
he
why
plays
he
with...
plays for Carrie Underwood.
Yeah, exactly. But you think like, oh, he plays for Carrie Underwood, and I'm not saying that's a bad gig. I'm just saying like her music's not shreddy, but this guy can shred his ass off, and I was like,
she has some shreddy music.
wow, oh, this guy, whew. Sean Tubbs is no slouch of a guitar player. That guy's amazing.
Chris Flippio says, as a Stealth 100-watt enthusiast, dude, please give the Evil Pumpkin another shot. Just keep the treble at 9 o'clock. It's super sensitive and ruins the tone if it's past 10.
Well, I got a friend that has the Evil Pumpkin, and I wouldn't mind talking to him, and maybe I can, you know, Jarrod, maybe I can talk to him and see if we can work that out. I mean, the night I did the review of that, I never played the amp before, and it was a pretty stressful situation, so I was literally just trying to get through it and just kind of figure out everything. And you guys literally, whoever watched the video, literally watch somebody stumble on an amp for the first time and just go, because it's a strange amp, and if you don't know what you're doing with that, which obviously I didn't, you can turn the knobs the wrong way and get into trouble pretty quickly. So, you know, his amps are quirky, you know, I mean, Horton's amps are all a little weird. And if you, and I'm not saying that as a derogatory thing, it's just they're kind of a puzzle. So, kind of like Bogner's, his amps are a little strange too. So you got to kind of get used to them. And yeah, so if I had more time with it, I could probably get it to sound better than I did. But I wouldn't mind checking it out again, that's for sure.
Natural Aquarium says, can you please review and compare clean channels between Line 6 Spider 2 and Line 6 Spider 4?
If I can get a hold of them, I wouldn't mind doing that. It just depends on if I can find them or not, but I appreciate the suggestion. I'll see what I can do.
Braxel says, losing an hour this weekend bites.
I know. it hurt this morning.
I really like that it's still light outside.
Yeah, it was kind of tough getting up this morning after last night, man.
Behind the Woodshed says, the mod is very cool. What a difference. It is interchangeable with the other Mesa Boogie models, specifically the Mark 5 through 25.
I don't know if it'll be, I don't know if you could put it in a Mark. Maybe you can. Marks are pretty badass as it is, but I wouldn't mind trying it in a dual rec though, or a triple rec, just to see what it would do, because it changes the gain structure. It really does. It adds a different type of gain structure where recs become really muddy after a certain point with gain, and so what this does is it allows you to back down the muddy gain and add the gain and it's all tube gain from, you know, so you add the real tube gain from that mod and then adjust things accordingly and then boost it, and then boom, you're in heaven. That's what I hear. I would love to try it, and I don't doubt it, because this mod is very impressive.
Mr. Guitar Mike 2222 says, hey guys, big question. What did this mod do to the clean channel? And then Anxious Nation, the next, says, glad I caught this. I have a question. Does the clean channel still sound clean with Mr. Scary?
So if you want to hear what it does, I actually covered that in the initial video, the one I did before. So if you look at the one where I have, I can't remember the title of it, but it's 2 videos ago. Watch that one, and I actually go over that, but I'll answer your question anyways here. So basically, it does add a little dirt to the clean channel. So what you do is just roll your volume back on your guitar, and it's pristine. Kind of like what the guys in the Marshall days did. They just rolled off their volume, and then it was clean. So it'll give you that easily.
J-Dubs, have you tried taking your QC capture of the mod and reamping it into the Stealth yet?
Reamping it into the Stealth yet.
That's what he says.
The QC capture of the mod and reamping it. No, I haven't. I wouldn't even know how I would reamp it into the Stealth. Because I captured the modded amp, but not the mod itself. I think I know what you're asking, but no, I haven't tried that. But that would be an interesting science experiment. For sure.
Avi Sachatrucci says, very cool. Sean is really nice and an insane player. Derek invited me to D40 launch party, and I met Sean as well and can attest to how nice he is. He retired from touring.
Oh, he did?
And just doing YouTube and sessions.
Ah, okay. Well, that explains it then. Yeah, he was a really cool guy. Super cool.
Tom Kareen says, this is freaking hilarious. I'm doing chores around the house and have you guys on every TV. So you're in 4 different televisions in my house and my phone to send messages.
That's funny, man.
Braxel is here. He says, I heard a new Judas Priest song yesterday, and man, it sounded so good.
Yeah, I think Dean was saying that too. He was saying that the Dean Harkness, he sent me a message the other day about the new Priest. He said it sounds amazing. So, yeah. Yep, I want to check that out. Priest is one of my favorite all-time bands when I was a kid, man. I listened to all their stuff, man. Very, very inspiring stuff when I was a kid. Loved it all.
All right.
I'm going to play.
You may play.
Thanks, Mom. Thanks for letting me play. All right, 1 second here. I couldn't hit that harmonic. I'm like, where's the harmonic? So I hit it at the end, just to prove I can do it. See? I super did it.
Gosh, there's a lot more comments
Such
now.
an Egyptian sounding song. You should do the walk like an Egyptian thing while I'm playing
you turned the fan off. I need.
Yeah, well, it's all right. There you go.
Sheesh.
Here you go, hot stuff.
Right.
Volcano woman.
Hot. All right, Tony Krozik. Richie Faulkner is always awesome from Judas Priest.
Oh, yeah. Hell yeah. He had a heart attack on stage.
Gosh darn it.
Finished the solo. It's actually on film. He finished his guitar solo, and he was having a heart attack during that. And then after that song, they had to take him to the hospital. He almost died.
Professionalism right there.
That guy's a
We have two super chats.
Oh,
By
thank you.
Churchy says, I have to do some adulting, but appreciate you two. Have a great night, and here's some nut pick money for you.
Ah, thanks, man. Appreciate that. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Christopher says, this song always rounds out my Sundays. Aw.
Thanks, man.
Don't forget to tell us what you're having for dinner.
Hell yeah, man.
We're
Thank
having
you.
crock-potted chuck roast because his smoker broke.
Yeah, my control panel on my smoker went bad. I'm getting a new panel tomorrow. Oops.
Yes. Okay, what else?
Thank you.
I gotta go back. Anxious Nation, that's where he shows the cleans. J-Dubs, love you too. Thanks for all you do to make an impact here at the grassroots level, the real world.
Oh, thank you. It's my pleasure, man. I like to keep it real on the channel, man. Nothing fake here.
Except my eyelashes.
That's the only fake thing in this room is her eyelashes. I think we're doing pretty good. And she didn't even have to tell you.
Braxel says the Judas Priest song I heard sounded like the old Priest from the 80s with the evolved twist. For whatever reason, I heard Tesla and loudness influences in it.
Oh, I got to check it out, man. We'll check it out while we're having pot roast tonight.
Badra Kappa says, insane, you really are good. I probably said that all wrong, but you really are good.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that very much.
Gonzalez.
Got the horns. Thank you,
Tom Crane
guys.
says, I just ordered the pack. I'm looking forward to messing with it.
Oh, thank you. I'll send it right after the show, man. Appreciate that very much.
Chris Nash says, hey guys, super late tonight from taking care of things.
Ah, well, I'm glad you're here. Thank you.
Steve H. All right, I'm sold. Buying this tonight. Thank you.
Thank you. Dude, I'm telling you, man, this pack is amazing. And if you have the old Badlander pack, you'll know what I'm talking about. I mean, it's insane how much better these are. They're so much richer and fuller and thicker and more gain, and the feel is way better too. Way better.
Way better.
Way better.
Let's see. Chris Nash sounds badass, Jared.
Thank you.
Ranky Dinky says, I think I may purchase the Gel 20 QC pack.
Oh yeah, those came out nice too. The JELs are, yeah, that's a really nice classic rock sound with a little bit of edge to it, you know, into modern territory. I like it.
Tony Krozik says, anybody here try out the newer Red 7 amp central reactive load IR loader with an analog stereo effects loop?
I haven't tried it, but I've heard good things. Red 7 is an amazing amp building company. In fact, the Dirt is coming here. I'm actually going to get them to send me the Dirt. And
I
maybe
got some dirt.
I got some
I got dirt for you.
Yeah, so
I got some dirt for you.
but their Dirt's a lot more fun though, because I get to plug into it, play it.
Doesn't make a mess.
Yeah, it doesn't make a mess.
Chris Nash says that's not the only fake thing going on tonight. So is my dinner. Bacon McDoubles, which I never eat, but didn't know what else I wanted. I blame the time, Jay.
Hey, sometimes you just got to do what you got to do, man. I've been there. You just got to admit defeat.
Priest song is called Invincible Shield.
Invincible Shield.
The Invincible Shield.
Yes.
You can tell when dudes name things.
Yeah, I know. Doesn't sound very girly. Here's our new song, Invincible Shield. Hit it. Oh my
Is
God.
that what I sound like?
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Yeah, but see, when we imitate women, that's how we do it. But when you imitate us, you always make it. Yeah, it's so stupid. Yeah.
Who said this?
Yeah. My dad's like, so, isn't it funny? And we automatically do that, you know? Yeah, my wife's like, do you really have to go golfing? Oh my God. And then the wife's like, my husband's like, I'm gonna go golfing.
Yes.
Like, why are you married to each other? Holy crap. She sounds like a brainless idiot. And he sounds like a big doofus, you know? Do you stub your toe on everything? Yeah. So
I pick
funny.
things up and I put them down.
Yep. What are things?
Braxel says it's really good, Jared. Check it out. I just called you Jared.
Jared.
Jared with the CH.
I will. It'll be our dinner music tonight. Judas Priest.
Yay. I'm looking forward to that.
Hell yeah.
Tony Krozik says, what's Rob Halford now, 70?
Oh, he's got to be up there, man. That guy can still sing amazingly too, man. It's insane. He's lucky. He's got one of those voices, man, that just never wears out. I mean, his voice is amazing, you know.
Braxel said he sounds great on this song. Christopher, I've been on this Gordon Ramsay kick. Tonight's dinner is his lemon herb chicken thighs with crispy bacon gravy. I'm no Gordon, but damn, is this good.
Oh, dude, his recipes are amazing. Yep.
I'm never a big fan of lemon chicken. I like lemon dessert, but
Yeah.
I've not ever been a really big fan of lemon chicken.
I've had some that I liked and some that I didn't. It just depends.
Gives me
It
the
depends
willies.
on how lemony it is.
Yeah. I mean, if it was like olive oil, lemon, you know,
You gotta mute it with
some
something.
Italian spices and some garlic and Parmesan, that's one thing. But if it's just like lemon and Chicken, yeah.
You got to mute it a little bit with something.
You follow Gordon Ramsay here and there too.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's an amazing chef. I mean, who wouldn't, right?
All right.
Trying
it's
to find.
8:15. You gonna play some more?
I'm trying to find another song I could do with this guitar, but I don't.
Gweeter.
With this goiter?
Gweeter.
What's a gweeter? What's a gweeter?
It's the wrong emphasis. Gweeter.
Maybe this one. I gotta take the. I gotta turn
Braxel
off the
says
loop.
what he charges for his food in his restaurant would make it so you will no longer have a kick. Yeah.
I'm sure. Yeah, I'm sure his food is not cheap. It's probably $100 a plate there, you know. And if I was him, I'd be charging it too. Why not? Cash in while you can.
Because I can.
Yep. Yep. That's all.
And the last time I went in said that he bumped it up to $50. Like
That
$10.
sucks.
Not
Everything's
just
going up.
Oh, yeah, except my income.
Yeah. Heard that.
Income's not going up. I get it. He's paying more in rent, probably more for supplies. The cost of business is going up, but
Something's got to change, man. This grocery and gas thing is killing everybody's bank accounts, man. It sucks.
I feel like that was a really big jump. $10. It's huge.
Yeah.
I could see like 2 or 3.
Yeah.
Okay. I get it. But 10?
Yeah, I got to raise prices this year on my house washes and stuff, and it is what it is, you know. But hopefully that'll change. We'll see. All right, let's do one more. 1 second.
underwear
Damn,
bag.
you can tell I haven't played that in a while. Ooh, I almost got lost there for a minute. Oopsie. Played the wrong scale. Oops.
Monkey Wrench. Jeff Portnoy, played by Jack Black in Tropic Thunder, has great horn sounds. I learned that also that meat has to be room temperature for great taste, Gordon. Yeah.
Yeah, you can't cook before it's, from the fridge to the pan, never. You got to let it sit out till room temperature and then cook it.
I don't know why it just went through my head. You know that song, from the window to the...
Oh, from the window to the floor.
From the fridge to the pan. We should write a song.
A food version of that.
Someone said sweat drips off my meat.
Call it the meat sweats.
Oh boy. Drexel says it looks like Jarrod unplugged the internet.
Oh,
Tony
again?
Krosick, Judas Priest song number 7, As God Is My Witness, is so killer sounding and fast riffage.
Yeah, I can't wait to check that out, man.
Christopher, his food is awesome, but as long as I can find the ingredients, I'll make it myself and save me a couple $100. Yeah.
Heard that.
Yes.
I mean, ever since we got smokers, I mean, I think we've saved money on food because, like, the food that we
Except
make.
for me trying to learn how to make chuck roast.
But you got it now.
But I got it now.
Yeah, but once you get it down, man, I mean, jeez, man, you buy a $15 to $20 hunk of meat, and you eat good for like 4 or 5 days, and it's nice, you know, really is.
Chris Nash, bro, seriously about gas and groceries. I was just complaining about that earlier this afternoon after finishing up my weekly shop.
Yeah, it's eroding all of our money away. It really is. I mean, it's been ridiculous.
CS causing trouble. Help, help, my screen froze. J-Dub says, come out of the QC with the reamp box into the stealth and record the stealth.
Record.
Struggle bus tonight.
Yeah, I'll have to try to I got so much stuff going on down here, man. Like, science experiments they're definitely fun, but with my situation down here, it gets a little hairy, you know. But if I get a chance, I'll see what I can do.
Like your face.
Mm-hmm.
Sal Imbergia, Faulkner uses wizard amps. Can you get them on the channel?
I'm gonna try. I'd love to get a wizard on here. I got a friend that's got a wizard, but I don't know if I can get it here. I don't know if I can get him to let me use it. He's got the it's the Modern Classic, I think he's got. I played it at his house briefly. I mean, it's hard to ask somebody for a $4,000 or $5,000 amp. Hey, can I borrow it for a video? You know, so we'll see.
Nikki Sayasina, sup y'all?
Hey,
What's up?
what's happening?
What's up?
What's happening and
All
stuff?
right, we're caught up. And it's 8:24, so it's your
8:24.
call.
Yeah. Well, it's almost time for me to eat. I'm starving.
Yeah.
I'm literally starving.
Yeah.
I didn't eat that much today. So, but anyways, keep an eye on the. God, this fan. If you could hear it in my in-ears, it's freaking horrible.
Such a baby.
So loud.
You're such a baby.
Little baby. Anyways, keep an eye on the channel. I'm working something out with David so I can do some more, you know, the hot mods and stuff like that with different amps, and I'll start experimenting with those as soon as I get a chance. So I'm in talks with him right now. Great guy, made a great product, and if you haven't thought about modding your amp, if it's not really working for you, I would suggest modding it. And with the Badlander, like I said, I mean, I was ready to sell that thing until I put the mod in it. Now I'm like, that thing's a total keeper. Amazing amp. You know, so so keep an eye on the channel for that stuff. I'll do some tinkering around with that. But anyways, well, guys, thanks so much. Thanks for everyone, to everyone who's been purchasing the preset packs and stuff. I really appreciate it. Excuse me. And I know you'll like this pack. I mean, there's a lot of DI and studio captures. I think there's 18 DI captures in here, which is insane. And if you don't find a DI capture in here, you're crazy. At least one that you like. And then the studio captures are Dual cab with the vintage 30 Mesa and the Zilla with the DV77, and I have single cabs with the Mesa with the vintage 30s too. And that's what you heard tonight was the single cab one. So, I mean, there's plenty to choose from, and then you get a free preset with all the effects. The same preset I played tonight, and there's no processing on this show. Everything is flat, there's no EQ, there's no compression, nothing. It's all legit. So, anyways, well, thanks so much for hanging out with us. I really appreciate that. And yeah, like I always say, every day is a gift.
And that's why we call it the present.
The present? Oh, nice.
Thanks for sharing part of your gift with us.
Yeah.
Have a great week. We'll see you guys next Sunday.
Yeah, God bless you guys. And I'll be putting out some new videos this week for you guys. And we're going to